Happy New Year, everyone. We are back with ITSL 22-23, organised by the ITSL Hunter. We're playing TheMoops. Okay, well, not the greatest opening hand in the world. Only won 4-up card. Got to do something about Middle East scoring. Got independent red, so I'll open 4-4-1. Not 4-5. Okay, 4-4-1. Perfect. Captured Nazis is the headline. There's no other sensible headline. And here's hoping to a better 2023. August was monstrous. 22 games, and I won 6 of those 22 in Rutzel 2022B and ITSL. So a slightly better than 25% win rate, which is definitely the worst third of a year ever in terms of gameplay. I mean, yeah, the 2-8 record in Rutzel was probably expected. Getting promoted was a step above where I should have been. But getting murdered in ITSL as well has been fun. The important thing is that Team Fruitlinger are undefeated and have won both their games and are, of course, incredible, both in terms of force of will but also sheer entertainment value. So that's good. Anyway, let's plug in my hand. I should probably be thinking about the game. Capture Nancy. It's nice we've got UN intervention because we could also use that on, for example, US-Japan, depending on what we want to do with duck and cover. I think it all depends how the opening coup goes. Formosa, independent reds, Fidel, and Middle East scoring. But I think we'll have to start. Capture Nazi. They're going for containment. So, I guess the UN intervention coup to start on Iran. Oy, this is going to get counter-couped massively. Yeah, goes for influence instead. Very neat. We will coup Egypt and hope for a 3 or higher, please. Ah, dear. So now we'll be looking to get Middle East off for as close to 0 as possible. Oh boy. That is a great shame for us. Although I suppose it's a shame that happens a decent amount of the time. But yes, now it's going to be full-on damage repair. But if they don't have an Pakistani war, we do at least get away with... Oh, come on, big money! Ugh, fail that as well. That's truly a shame. But I think we have more of those in our pipeline. Oh dear. Okay, they are getting some value. Let's call their bluff on and make them at least counter Middle East. We can't do a lot to defend Europe or Asia at this point, so... I mean, we could play into Pakistan, but if they have Indo-Pakistani war, they don't only get their mill-ops, but a 1 in 3 chance of flipping it, so... No thanks to that. Still, it's a 1-op card for them to take Libya and even up. Which I expect they'll do. Well, at least we didn't get purged. Oh, a purge would have been so much worse than containment. Yep. Well, at least the UK's not been filled, so Europe's currently not dominating, but we're between a rock and a hard place. We'll probably finish the turn just spacing Formosa, because if we can take Pakistan and India, we're still level. And Defectors is gone. That's a bonus. Yeah. And they didn't play into Laos, Cambodia, so we'll just take the space and see whether we can get de Gaulle to deal with France, and then play into Asia and try and level up, but we're... man. Not good. Not good at all. Oi. Rough. Well, we can 5-year plan away Asia scoring at least. Small mercies. Vietnam Revolt isn't great. NASA isn't great. I suppose NASA coup Egypt is fine. But man, that sucks. No decol or D-Star either. Truly a great start to the game. Don't want to do Warsaw Pact. Don't need to do Cambridge 5. Vietnam Revolts. I mean, they just play into Laos straight away. I think we go NASA coup Egypt and get our mill-ops. Maybe NASA coup Panama. Either way, we'll go NASA. Marshall Plan just for good measure, just to make sure Europe truly is theirs. If we want to be greedy, we coup Libya, I guess, and try and push for Middle East control. So let's be greedy. Oh, greed is good. So we can go all out on Middle East. Pitch Asia scoring with 5-year plan. And hope to bank de Gaulle, but yeah, Europe's not solvable in this state. We just have to hope we can either brush or Italy before they fill Portugal and Greece, or de Gaulle France. Ah, boo. I suppose we still have to threaten Pakistan and India. This is where Indo-Pakistani war comes in. Well, at least we got D-Style back in the deck. Small mercies. So yeah, I think we drop Asia and hold 5-year plan now. Got Decol back in the deck too. That is astonishing. Well, let's just jam the Middle East, shall we? I suppose finishing with overprotecting Pakistan's a good idea. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, at least it failed. We'll still overprotect it. So they got Millops to boot as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 unknown cards. Oh, I've missed one. Arabs Ready War. Okay. Well, we managed to get both of our power cards back in the deck through their play, so that's a bonus, but we're underdeveloped in mid-war and way behind in a couple of regions, which is not good at all. Yeah, that's all fine. Didn't get the goal. Socialist governments is probably still the headline here, just in case, bless you, they try going for it. Let's just check what they've got. Olympic Games, Comic-Con, and De Gaulle. And we got SocGov, Truman, Special Relationship, and NATO. Yep. Yeah, socialist government's coup Panama with special relationship probably is alright. If they don't drop Europe scoring in the headline. Yeah, we'll just do that. It gets defected. So I think we want a UN intervention, duck and cover, and get rid of all our cards this turn. The best value way of using UN intervention? Yeah, special relationship before NATO, of course. Oh well. If we'd have used a 4-op card, it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. So let's finish filling the Middle East so we can at least create a threat of our own on the board. But we're going to be going into mid-war well behind where we'd like to be. Behind in 2 of the 3 early war regions with very little way to recover that. Now Indo-Pakistani War has been and gone and the Korean War failed. As played, Thailand's still only a 50-50 brush war away. Well, that's a shame for us. So, I guess we just start jamming South Korea. We have no access to the mid-war regions. Can't do anything in Europe. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just hope we have sheer weight of ops power. Right, with Truman Doctrine coming in, we want to spread our influence around. Special relationship before NATO. So we'll jam special relationship next. If they overtake South Korea, we'll jam India. Okay, playing all the known cards right now. Yep. So now we jam India. Way. Doesn't mean we can't brush Italy, but I expect them to fill Greece and Portugal anyway, so it's not like holding out for a hero there is a good thing for us. There's still EU, NORAD, US, Japan, nuclear test ban, and Warsaw Pact. And de Gaulle, of course. So all of that failed after all that. We'll put an influence in Japan. Even without US Japan having been seen, there's a chance for us to fill it. But we'll probably finish by tapping India again. Although I suppose with Special Relationship gone and Truman gone and NATO stopping Italy, tapping France is better than Asia. They're both 5 VP. Algeria. Okay. So let's finish by tapping France. Yeah, good as either. Good as any. I don't know. And de Gaulle's gone. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. 13 removed? Yeah. Yep. Okay. So 2 unknown cards they have. Well, one of them's not a scoring card. So, badly underdeveloped. The scoreline flattering, of course. Well, we'd hoped to get a coup in, so Cuban Missile Crisis isn't really spectacular for us. Defectors has gone. So, Decol's probably the headline, isn't it? Mm. Also, U2 libc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Decol's probably best. It's Decol or libc, I guess. We'll go Decol. 2 regions of potential damage. And we don't get a coup, which is disappointing. What we can do is use the China card to flip Thailand. And we're only in a really bad way with Brush War, if it comes to that. Coup on Iran, probably best to get access to Pakistan. No, they're going very interesting. Overprotect, yes. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. We'll go Indonesia. Then we'll coup Algeria. Coup Algeria? Coup Panama, I guess, yeah. Don't want to get realigned out. Let's see if a 3-up coup will work. Ah, barely. So we'll follow that up with liberation theology. Asia's problematic. Can use the China card to take Japan because we're of course holding US Japan. Although we need to space twice to affect that. Because colonial regards is definitely going to space. Oh boy, this is nasty for us. So we could, in theory, trigger Cuban Missile Crisis, but they just take 2 out of West Germany, which isn't really a big deal for them. So I think we make some crises elsewhere for them to deal with. I mean, if they're going to start cooing, we don't need to rush to do that. Drop South America first for 0 before it gets any worse. Man, Africa's going to get very gross very fast. Oh, well, it's nice they enabled nuclear subs just to do that. Let's take Botswana and Panama with Cuban Missile Crisis. Yep, that makes sense. Big game. We'll space colonial rearguards here. With grain gone, Voice of America's bad, but I still like. Oh, we're not spacing. So because of that, we have to use US Japan, which means taking South Africa is probably best, knowing that Asia's now boned. Lone Gunman next. Probably take Israel. With Muslim Rev, there's still a chance to do something about Egypt. Ah, okay, well, at least that protects Pakistan. Yeah, and we'll use Lone Gunman to pop another 1 in Israel. Maybe we'll overprotect Panama. Yeah. And then we'll finish with Mexico and Cuba. Yep, no surprise there, but that means they took 2 action rounds off their nuclear subbing, which I think is fine. You event nuclear sub AR1 and then spend 2 turns. That's half your turn. It has transformed Africa, so, credit where credit's due. Ooh, and trapping us. Nice. So we will bury you, and then get out the trap in time to do something about Central America, yeah? That's got to be fine. So Puppet Governments is going in the trap. We've got access potentially with Allende. We've got Fidel in case they try to fill Cuba. They get a junta. That's a shame. That's very bad for us now because they can frig with Mexico. Dang it. It's pretty much the one card we didn't want them to have. Please miss. Oh, unbelievable. They got so greedy. Ah, and we're stuck in a trap as well. Well, it's all gone tits up then, hasn't it? That's brilliant. We had an out there despite being in the trap, and instead it's just all up the wall. What a pisser. The trap. So, let's see what they do next, but shuttle diplomacy out the trap, and then if we can fill Cuba and try and get domination in Central America, that would be nice. We also want to fill Saudi for OPEC and get a coup. So those are our things for the turn, right? Try and score OPEC, try and score Central America for domination. Try and get out the sodding trap, most importantly. With you and I gone, we know at least we're going to bank 3 VP as well as getting to drop DEFCON. So even if we can only score Central America for, say, 2 VP or 3 VP, with OPEC we can get up to 13, which just about offsets Asia and Europe. Still not good. Not good by any stretch of the imagination. Well, at least that makes Brushwell less playable for them. They've got Southeast Asia scoring and Africa scoring then. Tipped their hand to us. Well, at least we're out the trap. No kidding! If they realign, we immediately event Fidel, of course. But if they play into Mexico, we will go Nicaragua, Haiti. If they realign and miss, we might just cash the 4 VP, because we also want to take Saudi and get our OPEC points. But, ugh, that extra turn in the trap made all the difference. And getting realigned out of Mexico as well, that hurt. Still well played, very well played. And we're running up against the issue that all of the areas that haven't scored are the opponents, and 5-year plan has gone. We're not going to be able to get those out the deck. So it is not a great place to be. Brushwell's now unplayable against Thailand as well. And even ABM Treaty is going to struggle. Whoop-de-doo. Take Mexico? Yeah, very good. Okay, so we will coup Nicaragua. Get our mill ops. They'll counter coup, of course. Uh-huh. So we'll put 1 in Haiti. Please roll a 1. Excellent. Sometimes saying please achieves the aim. How to finish? We can hold OPEC, so we've got time for that. So overprotect Nigeria. Pop another 1 in Israel. Boy, Zaire and Angola are problematic. I think potentially the best brush war target is Zaire, because then we could try realigning Angola and South Africa. With Africa not yet scored. Can't do anything about Europe. It's going to be very difficult to do anything with Asia. An ABM treaty on Thailand, of course, but man. Yeah, overprotect some realigns. Che would be nice as well. Muslim Rev is pretty good. ABM treaty is very nice. Che is good. Lots of stuff in this hand. But I suspect because of Missile Envy, ABM treaty is almost certainly the play. Gives up Muslim Rev, which is nasty, but giving away salt. So salting OPEC is definitely in the realm of possibility. Summit, emit, Che. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. OPEC, salt, Muslim, arms. NORAD, ABM, Che. Che. Yeah, it's got to be ABM. Got to fight Missile Envy. With Quagmire not having gone, I'm almost tempted to play NORAD for the event. John Paul, that's good. That's a fairly bland outcome for us. The question is, do we have the coup on Thailand? A 5 or a 6? Only a 6, really, because we have to... I think we take 2 cracks on Zaire. That's a start. Let's set up well for realigns, though. 5 or 6 here, please. Nice and big. Oi. Not quite big enough. So we're looking to do Che and arms race. That does mean they can't realign Zaire as easily, which is good for us. But we'll see how they react. With influence. Okay, flip's fine for us, because we can take Angola and we'll use Muslim Rev because we're not, and set up Ivory Coast. So now they can't realign. They've got Voice of America, of course, in their back pocket. If they do VOAS out of Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire, we counter with Che. Now it becomes huge card timing game, right? If we can dominate Africa and salt OPEC before they score Europe or Asia, we could be in for a real shout. Let's clean up dodge around our area. That'll help entrench Africa for now and makes VOA less appealing. If they get a little coup off, we've still got times for arms race. Ah! Wrong scoring card, wrong time. So we bink arms race. Ugh, man. Oh, well, at least it failed. Space emit because we don't want them to see. We don't want them to see and ditch Africa scoring. That does mean if we get stuck with VOA next turn, we're in a bad way with it. Pool's gone, kitchen debate's gone, haven't tracked these very well. Yeah, okay. That's starting to shape up real badly too. Right, we're going to use the China card because we want to... Even with Isuri to go, Asia's boned. And we're going to get maximum value from OPEC. 10, 14, 18. Yeah, I mean, there is a world in which if we get Asia scoring, if we can space for 3VP, double sort OPEC and bank Africa scoring, or if Central America and Middle East come back in the reshuffle, might be able to sneak over the VP line by the skin of our bloody teeth. Okay, so AR7 we refill South Africa, and we hold OPEC and SALT. That's great for us. So we got Africa scoring, but they got Asia scoring, and Usuri. So I guess Quagmire. Oh god, and they got VOA. Ugh. Oh man. That's not good for us. PCR went, didn't it? So they've got Ask Not and Usuri, so they can Ask Not away stuff they don't like either. Not that they have a ton. Mostly blue cards. I think they've got Voice, Ask, Usuri, Asia, East European. If they start with Usuri, we can Quagmire them. But if they start with Usuri, we could just go Africa scoring safely and then Quagmire them. Man. Don't have a Carbu on a space either. Blarg. So what's likely? Ask Not safest if they've got lots they don't want to ditch, but I don't see it. VOA, Frigs Africa up. We could then missile envy them, because then they'd have to give us one of Usuri, East European, or Ask Not, which would be East European, obviously. Yeah. So I think we missile envy them. Yeah, because they're not in Canada. Yeah, let's missile envy them. Oh, man. Man, Asia's going to tie us up badly. They, no, they just go for the area that's problematic. Oh, and they've got arms race in the reshuffle. That's just fantastic. Uh, we do still want to Quagmire them. But we can coup first. Let's coup Zaire first. Big coup, please. Please, for her. Really need this. 3 or higher. Ugh. So Quagmire, then Portuguese Empire. Try and get Africa for domination. Get OPEC and salt it. One in each. Good. So Quagmire. They'll go Vietnam. We can go Portuguese Empire. Maybe we want to go Portuguese Empire first. Doesn't dominate. Yeah. So Quagmire and hope for the best. Straight out. So give up 2VP with the China card. No, no, no. Portuguese Empire first. They still have East European and us not though. Yeah. Either way, it's not good. That's what we know. They know we've got Portuguese Empire crumble, so protecting Angola's a no-brainer for them. They've got sufficient ops power here that it's just tough to find a line that actually does anything. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, well that's good for us. They can flip it right back, of course, but, you know, at least we got it. Now they have to use Arsenal or Yusuri, unless they've got another 3 or 4 up card in the reshuffle they want to use. Well, that was lucky for me. I think that was a misstep. It's one that can be easily put right, of course. They have absolutely nothing to fear. Ugh. Even if they've got a hand they want to ask not, they're going to have to fix Africa. I mean, it's a 3-up card to do. It's not a big ask. There it is. So yeah, we drop Africa for 1 VP, negative 1 VP. From domination to disaster. And of course they can use the Siri to take the China card back. Ooh, not OPEC. Ah, you swine. Ah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I mean, either way, right? Yeah, huh? So they get to hold not and take the China card back. That's pretty, like, pretty strong either way, isn't it? But we'll overtake India with Salt now because sorting OPEC and raising DEFCON at the end is a bad idea. And at least we can start to try and threaten to level up Asia. Not by a long shot. So event your Suri here, take the China card back. Double protected against DEFCON. Wow, brilliant. They wanted the Millops. So Iranian hostage crisis, double terrorism. Punta first, though. Got a potential way through here with Arse not gone. It's not a great gambit, but it's one that might work, and I'll take what I can get. ABM, he gods. Think we still headline Hunter. Yeah, because then we can drop DEFCON if they do have lone gunmen. Want to play Alliance of Progress ASAP while it's only worth 1 VP. The alternative is we try spacing it, of course. Okay. So Venezuela, coup Brazil, right? Could be our space card though. So no, coup Brazil. Good thing we used a 4-up card. Yep, now's the time. Mm-hmm. Gonna have to use Raven bombs Libya, so we take Brazil. Give up a VP. With Africa and Asia scored, decol isn't great, but I think we still event it to try and frig with Africa, just in case this one goes the distance. Uh-huh. So now event Iranian hostage crisis and then event terrorism. So much influence. Yeah, huh? I think we still do it. That's nice. That's fine. So hold puppet governments, Space Alliance for Progress, event decol. We could event Latin American debt crisis just to make sure South America is fully safe. Ooh, nice. So yeah, space first. Come on, be good. Oh, Roscosmos. That could be huge. Yeah, let's event Latin American debt crisis and make sure South America is nice and safe. Please be lone gunman. It isn't. So we've still got Aldrich to come to our rescue. I think they may just pass here. Mm-hmm. U2 incident to snag another VP. Got a UN intervention grain sales. Pershing does not do a great deal. We're now at South America scoring, I guess. Iran-Contra, I suppose. Get some realigns going. Yeah, Iran-Contra's the safest headline here. And we'll take Algeria. Might take it with Pershing. Just because we may still want to event you to then use UN intervention. But yeah, maybe a turn 10 Aldrich coming up. Might be our only way back in here. Oh, that's nice for us. Whew, boy howdy. Yeah, and then UN intervention grain sales. And where to realign? Angola is +1 to us. They get 2, we get 3. Yep. Lads. Smart. We'll ditch South America score. Oh, no. So you're an intervention first, of course. And it has to be overprotect Algeria and South Africa, I guess. Now that we have a region we can contest. So bland. So very bland. We now have to use puppet governments, of course, but, you know, not a lot of choice there. God, CIA stood the deck. We could still end up dying to DEFCON after all this. That would truly be something. Oh, no, Cuban Missile Crisis has been played anyway. Don't worry, mate. I also don't have war games. There's a great deal I don't have. I don't have a throw-up card space, and I don't have bloody war games. Puppet governments is going to be an inconvenience. Okay, no more peaking. Let's get rid of South America. Can't do anything about that. Don't worry, mate. I can't. And you're going to be getting Milops this turn, and I am not. Which makes AR7 probably tapping India. Not that it matters. Mm-hmm. Take it and let's put another one in Sudan. You can keep cracking away at Saharan states because, of course, at the moment you get a -1 to rear lines anyway. Nice. Yep. Anything that leaves Egypt slightly weakened. Let's see. Puppet governments. We need them to event first because if they play into Colombia. Oh no, we can't coup anyway. No, what we'll do is we'll play into Colombia and Tunisia. Africa's not a problem. South America's less of a problem. Can't do anything about Central America. They do get to play into Afghanistan, which is an extra VP. So maybe Tunisia is less important than Afghanistan. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. Thanks to Milops and defectors, there's no way of us getting to even 6 for the draw. So Aldrich and some amazing convoluted DEFCON is the only real thing. I cannot. Why does it say pass then do not coup? Well, I can't. No, do not coup. Doi. Well, as annoying as that is, it certainly beats Lone Gunman. So let's hope they don't have it this turn, and they do have it next turn. Okay. And then defectors tap India to finish. Oh dear. Amazed the scoreline has been so red for so long. Set up for rear lines. They love it. No Aldrich. No war games. So we are stuffed. In the headline, Allende, because there's a chance we could flip South America. Let's do that. And now there isn't. Oh well. Okay. It was tough to crack back into that game, and in the end, it wasn't going to be. So that's fine. Kept plugging away. Nothing more I can do than that. And it looks like we'll be continuing 2023 in the vein I left 2022. But still worth a try. We'll see when the next game is. But yeah, this one, the jig is up. There are no routes back to victory here. But you can bet we're going to start by using war games to Star Wars to coup Saharan states. Good. Fine. Think we still coup Saharan states. No worries, mate. No worries. It's all good. Don't sweat it. What do we like? See it all, handsome. Iran are all next, I guess. We want, and maybe Europe. It's still below 5 VP. Yeah, it's below War Games threshold. Before it gets any worse. That fails. That's good for us. Hooray! Small mercies. Yeah, let's see. Can't fix Asia. Can probably stay ahead in Africa, but with the VP buffer and the fact they can play into Cuba, yeah, we can't win here. Unwinnable position. Oh, that's nice. So realigns and fail, please. Oh, so close. Oh well. So AR6 coup Ethiopia, AR7 D-Style. Yeah, D-Style now, I guess. I know. I suppose we actually want to keep some in Romania to stop them bagging an extra VP. And one in Peru to tap Chile with Chernobyl to get domination in South America, albeit briefly. That's best effort, but it's still very bad. Mm-hmm. Pick a region, mate. I'm not playing again this turn, so it doesn't matter. So even as the board stands, we don't have enough to win, right? 6, 10, 14, 3, 8, 14. Yeah, they've got the China card and they're full VP ahead. Good game, good game. Couldn't do a lot there. Didn't get the cards at the right time. Gave it a good stab. That's all I'm going to have to muster. And let's hope for a better 2023, even if it starts with a loss. So good game, good game, good game. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Well, thanks for watching. Comments freely welcome. Maybe I made some misplays along the way, so I'd like to hear about them. But the shape of that game, I fought for as long as I could. Getting OPEC would have been nice. Didn't get War Games. Didn't get DEFCON Gambit. Just the way it played out. So yeah, cool. Right. Thanks a lot for watching, and goodbye for now.